Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, July 20, 2022. It's going to be very hot today, so make sure to stay hydrated and make sure to, take a break if you work outside, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a tough day today for people that work outside, and I have work outside dispensing. Mostly I work in the back room now, so I'm inside the store most of the time. But if you work outside, take precautions, It's not worth to push yourself in the heat. And so a bunch of stuff is happening. Yesterday I was going around doing some pickworks because sometimes I have to jump into doing pickworks. Most of the time lately I've been working in the back room at Walmart, which means that I don't have to interact with customers all the time, and that kind of like has helped a little bit in terms of me being able to control my emotions and me not having to deal with people that are sometimes quite rude to people like me. Mostly it's a gender thing, and while I get it why they may get confused, it's still ridiculous because I have a pin that has my preferred pronouns and people just jump into conclusions about my gender, and I hate it. I totally completely hate it. And even though I have, like, my body has changed, and I don't have like big boobs or anything, I don't have the money for surgery, honestly. And the fact that I cannot go to surgery because also, like, I will have to go with somebody else too. I just don't want to spend a lot of money, and also I don't know if my insurance will cover that kind of surgery for free completely. I know that in New York City there's a possibility that they cover it, but like, I just don't want to put myself into more surgery, honestly. I just don't have the time for that, honestly. And but it's something that I have considered because of the fact that people misgender me a lot, and especially at the store. Like, it's just ridiculous, how many people misgender me bluntly. They never apologize after interrupting me. They just continue and expect customer service, and I hate that because it's like, if I correct somebody, they should apologize, but they don't. People don't care about employees, Like, and I, when I go to shop in a store or something, I always do my best to be very respectful of the employees, because they are people. Except that some customers, they forget about that. They feel like they can just say whatever they want to employees in a retail store, and they will just be happily, willingly serve you, and it's just ridiculous. And then the excuse, I talk to people that work in my field, and sometimes I just get, well, it's customer service. I get that it's customer service, but I disagree that it has to be that type of interaction where a customer has to be rude to you, and it's okay for the customer to be rude to you. And no, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be accepted. That's just bad behavior. We should be more considerate of each other, and stores should do what they can to protect employees from being put in situations where they have to deal with people that are going to harass them, or deal with people that is going to be rude to them. It doesn't make sense. Just because a customer is a customer doesn't mean that they should be allowed to be rude to employees or treat employees like shit. That's just my perspective. The other thing is, like, the fact that people also, they treat you like, oh, I'm going to report you. Like, they want to fire you when you don't give them the answer that they want to hear. Like yesterday I had an interaction with a customer. They asked, where can they find tartar sauce? I told them on aisle A9. And then they go like, oh, but I didn't saw any in there. Are you sure it's there? And I'm like, yes, tartar sauce is in L9. And I know that tartar sauce is in A9 in my store because that's where it is. I've seen multiple times in there. However, if the customer didn't saw it, so what are the options that happen? Oh, I didn't saw it in there. Then most likely we probably don't have it. And then the customer threatened to report me, because that's what they do. And that's just yesterday. So with that type of interaction, and then with a customer that decided to misgender me, I just got the reminder of why I hate working retail. Like seriously, like I totally hate working in customer service. I really do. I hate working in retail store. Like, to me, it's just it's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting sometimes. Like, so many questions that people can answer themselves sometimes if they perhaps. And I get it. Some people, they need help because they really need it. But at the same time, like, there are some questions that, like when I go to a store, like, I read the signs, I look at the signs. If I'm looking for something, I can, like, make assumptions. I know where they are. I don't need to stop a person just to ask a random question that I can probably answer myself. Oh, why I cannot find pet food around here? Probably because you are in the grocery section. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like, of course you're not going to find pet food in the grocery section. Pet food is in the pet section of the store, in the pet department. And Walmart is a department store. There are different departments. You have clothing, you have electronics, you have hardware, you have automotive, things like that. And if you think a little bit of, like, department stores, so think about what's the most likely department where you're probably going to find something. If you're looking for paint, where are you going to go? Hardware and paint. Or unless you're looking for crafts, then you will go to the craft departments, and you can totally find craft paints in the craft department, because that's where they're going to be. Instead of having to stop at the retail associate and ask them in the grocery section, excuse me, I don't see pet food in here. Like, come on, honestly. Like, it's I don't know, honestly. I don't know. But going back to getting misgendered, like, and I get it. I need to survive. I need money to survive. But just putting myself out there in a position where constantly I'm getting misgendered because probably my body doesn't look like the norm that what people expect. Like, and I admit it, my boobs are not very big. They never grew because my mom did not have big boobs in the first place. And when you take hormones, when you transition, the hormones give you around the same amount of boobs of your mother, heritage, but somehow I didn't inherit big boobs. They just pretty much small. And I have a big body frame because I work out, and just like being 5'7", so having small boobs doesn't help. They get lost sometimes. And I like to wear baggy clothes too sometimes because they're comfortable. So, like, I don't like tight clothes too much because I hate to feel restricted emotion. So right now I'm wearing a t-shirt, and though you can see my boobs, they are kind of like almost getting lost in there. But it's one of those things that I don't want people misgender me to be that reason to go for a surgery. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm just so tired of dealing with people misgender me constantly and expecting customer service that is just, I don't know, like I really, I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. Like, it's a part of me would like to get surgery, but another part of me is like, I don't need surgery, honestly. I don't have the money, I don't have the time to go through that, and I don't have the time to heal either. It means that I will have to take time off, and I don't want to deal with that. And also time off from wrestling, possibly, and from going to a gym, and that's something that I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice for a little bit. But the big thing is, like, I will have to go to surgery, and going to surgery just like creates some logistics issue. Like, I don't have like I cannot go to surgery of any kind, or even like some medical procedures. I cannot go to them on my own, so that creates some logistic problem to me, especially because I'm single and I don't have family up here. If I had family up here, then it would be a little bit easier for me to go and get surgery. But at the same time, it's like I just don't have the time. It's just risky, honestly. So that's why I haven't done many other surgeries in my body because of that situation of that requiring me to have somebody to go with me to a particular procedure or even surgery. Will I still pursue it at some point? If I could find a way to do it, I may do it, because I'm just totally completely tired of dealing with like people misgendering me, honestly, and getting treated like shit by people. Just because my body doesn't fit a norm, or they decide what's better for me without asking, you know. I also don't need to wear makeup. I also don't need to wear like nail polish all the time, you know, like it's not something that I need to be doing all the time, you know. And yeah, maybe a little bit lazy, but at the same time, it is what it is, honestly. To me, most of my favorite gender markers are my earrings, and every now and then I do eyeliner, but like that's about it, honestly. I don't need to do full makeup if I don't want to. But I dress practical, like wear jeans, because honestly, wearing a nice dress in a Walmart, it doesn't make sense in my view. I'm going to get dirty. I have to bend down to pick up things and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like, and a lot of like women wear like jeans and clothes that are practical, honestly. So it's not like I can go and wear high heels in Walmart. Although I have seen it. I have seen some women wearing high heels, and in all honesty, I question why you want to destroy your feet. Like, seriously? Like, so yeah, there are people wear certain clothes, whatever they want to wear, you know. But to me, it's just about being practical, you know. But at the same time, just dealing with people that constantly misgender me, customers that constantly misgender me, you know, it's just annoying. And honestly, I don't answer when they call sir. When they serve me, I really don't answer, honestly. Because I know that they're not talking. Like, at this point in my transition, I'm sure of my gender, I know who I am. Like, if you're going to serve me, I will probably not answer you. And I don't care who you are, honestly. But I hate when some customers, they continue following me, and they to a point where they get so close, and then they're kind of like demand service from me. And there's a gigantic pin that a friend of mine gave me that says she, her, and they still do not apologize. And it's ridiculously annoying. And I just wish that I didn't have to deal with this in the workplace, but unfortunately, I have to. And it's just ridiculous. It's totally, completely ridiculous. Some customers, and I have to admit it, some customers, they do have apologized when they misgender me. But for the most part, majority of customers, they really do not apologize. And it's just ridiculous, you know, that people cannot be respectful of my gender. And I'm just annoying. And I just wish that situation was different, honestly. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Peace, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.